So my shirt today says, "Some call me the gangster of love." That's lie number one. Okay? No one has ever called me the gangster of love. No one has ever called me the gangster of anything. For obvious reasons. Let's not go there. Anyway, hi. It is NaNoWriMo day 14. You are looking lovely today. I like the hair. It's working. It's NaNoWriMo day 14, though you're probably watching this on NaNoWriMo day 15 because my vlogs always are uploaded very late at night, and I live in California, which is already like the latest time zone in the world, I think. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. Plus, add to that YouTube was being a total dick the other day.
It's just going up. It's not even counting down. It's counting up. 44 minutes remaining. It started at 28 minutes. And it just counted up. Are you gonna go to 46 or are you gonna go back down to 44? Choose. 46. There it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to 48 or 40? You almost went to 48 and then you went back down to 47. What does that mean? Now we're 7% of the way done. For 48 minutes remaining. Yes, that does make a lot of sense.
And that's why my vlogs are always up so late. Anyway, hi. Hello. Let's move on to lie number 2. And lie number 2 is, well, okay, let me explain it, kind of. Yesterday, when I am not allowed to sleep unless my vlog and words are done for the day. No sleep for Kat unless it's done. Yeah, that turns out to be a lie. Okay, it wasn't a lie yesterday. Up until that point, I had gotten my words before going to sleep every single day. But then last night, it was like, I got off of work and it was really late, and I had to finish editing the vlog, and then I had to upload that. So I didn't really have any time to write last night. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just got out of the shower at 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah. And I'm sitting here trying to write. And I wrote a little bit, okay? I just didn't get to the goal. The goal was supposed to be 21,667 words. And I got 21,382 words. I'm a failure. Okay, I'm a little failure, because it's only like 300-ish words, but still, I felt so bad. I just couldn't go on anymore. I was like trying to write, and then I finished a scene, and I was like, I can't start a new scene right now. I'm just blah, 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 blah. And then I went to bed, and things were better. And then I woke up this morning, refreshed and renewed, and feeling terrible for not doing my words as I should have. So yeah, I'm all guilty and stuff, even though I know it's not a big deal. 300 words. I could write 300 words right now while vlogging and then be all caught up and everything would be just Punky Brewster. But I'm not going to do that because I got to get the vlog out of the way, and then I got to do other stuff, and the daylight is fading because I sleep in, and don't hum. We have a new weekly schedule here, as you can see. Yeah. That's gone. I only work one day this week here. I'm going on a trip. Oh my god, I know. Kat, you're taking a trip in the middle of NaNoWriMo before Thanksgiving, and you still have to do Thanksgiving? What are you thinking? Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, you can't stop me. I'm gonna go. But don't worry, because I'm gonna bring my laptop, and it's like a 5-hour, 6-hour, it's a drive both ways to Reno, so I will have some time to write in the car. I'll have some time to write at night. I'll get it done, okay? My friends know I'm doing NaNoWriMo. They'll understand. See, and I told you I had friends. Like, I do stuff with my friends. You know, that's kind of lie number 3, is that yesterday my whole video was like, I can't do anything this month because I'm writing a novel. And now, the very next day, I'm like, so I'm going on vacation this weekend. So yeah, I want to try to be at around 32,000 words by Thursday, just so I don't have to worry about the weekend. But that means I gotta write like 10,000 words in the next 2 days, which is a lot. It's a lot of words. Wow. That's pretty much all I have for you. I'm so overcome by guilt that I don't have much more to say. Oh, no, that's not true. Lie number, I lost count because I'm such a big liar. I had a little story for you guys. Okay. It was like an epiphany of sorts. It happened at like 3 in the morning yesterday, so I'm not sure how epiphany-y it is, but let me tell you guys a story. Okay, gather, come close, come close. It's story time. Story time. Last night, I went into the kitchen, and I was getting something in the kitchen. I saw this spider. I just like spiders. This big ass spider, like, kind of sitting on the corner of a cupboard. I was just like, oh. So yeah, I'm like watching the spider while I'm getting my stuff like out the corner of my eye, just keeping an eye on him like, oh, spider, I see you, don't move, don't move. Don't you move, I'm leaving, bye. And then, I went, a couple minutes later, like, I went back into the kitchen, and the spider was gone. Dun, dun, dun! And I was so freaked out, because I was like, okay, I know there was a spider there, like, 5 minutes ago. Which means he can only be as far as a spider can move in 5 minutes. Some spiders are really fast little buggers though, and so I'm like looking around the kitchen, terrified of the spider. Before, when I was making the coffee, I saw him there, and I don't really like spiders. I'm not like terrified of them. I don't really like them. They're not my friends. Though if I added them to my friends, I'd have a lot more. They're not my friends or anything, so I'm like looking at the spider, but you know, he's not moving, he's just chilling, he's just sitting there, so I'm like, hey, you spider, you do your thing, I'll do mine. You know, we might not be friends, but we can be acquaintances, okay? We can be civil to one another, little spider friend, not friend, little spider acquaintance. But then I come back, and the spider is gone. I'm just like, I'm like looking around the kitchen, terrified that he is going to jump out of nowhere and bite me in the neck and stab me in the face and kill me. Spiders do that. Lie number 7,000. Spiders love killing people. Okay? So I knew this. I knew that spiders loved killing people while I was in the kitchen. And I knew that that little spider could be anywhere in the kitchen. So I'm like, terrified. I'm so terrified while I'm doing what I'm doing in the kitchen, like, watching every footstep, like, looking around the kitchen. Oh, where's the spider? Like, shadows are freaking me out. My hair touches my back and I like scream and start smacking at myself. You know, overreacting, just a little. So I was thinking about it later and I was kind of able to tie it in to a writing lesson. Okay, hear me out. The spider you can't see is scarier than the spider you can see. And, you know, just think about it in terms to writing. If your villain is always like barging into your hero's house being like, I'm evil, I'm gonna kill everyone, then you're like, dude, you're not that scary. But if your villain is doing bad things, and you know they're doing bad things, but you have no idea what the bad things are, and you have no idea where the villain is, and you have no idea what's going on, it's much scarier, you know? I always think villains are scarier when they get less screen time, because, like, if, you know, even in movies, TV, any storytelling medium, if the reader or story receiver gets, you know, exhausted by the villain's constant appearances. Have you guys ever watched Doctor Who? How many of you are afraid of the Daleks? Riddle me that. How many of you are afraid of the Daleks? Exterminate. No one's afraid of the Daleks because they're in every freaking episode and the Doctor defeats them every freaking time. No one's afraid of the Daleks. Everyone sees the Daleks, no one's afraid of them. You know, overexposure makes a villain less terrifying because you get used to it. You know, it's scary. Watch a scary movie sometime. You'll see that you only catch like glimpses of the villain. You know, like a sudden hand move or like shadow blurring into darkness. But once you start to actually see the villains and the monsters, it's usually not as terrifying. Like when you see glimpses of the monster, you're like, ah! But when you see like a full long shot, then you're just like, oh yeah, you know, that's a movie, it's movie makeup, that's not real. The more familiar you are with the villain, and the more you can guess what they are going to do next. Exterminate. Anyway, that is my writing insight for the day. Yup. Thumbs up. Haven't done that yet. Wow. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. These are my thumbs and they are up. Boom, boom. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for comments and thumbs up and subscribing. Yeah, just thank you. I'm so happy that people like my videos. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I have some better videos planned this week. That's not a lie. I do have them planned. Let's see if I actually carry it out. But yeah, I have a couple videos that I plan to talk about, like the midpoint and the plot and the 9-block structure thing that I like to use, but we'll get to that later in the week. First, I have to catch up on my words so I don't feel like a giant failure from Failure Town. Bye guys, bye. I hope you have a lovely night. I will talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, happy NaNoWriMoing, good luck, and goodbye!